Paul, do you want to?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to hear what your blurb was like, because mine's a bit rough and ready. Okay, so there's this young woman called Lindsay Grockle, who has just got out of a terrible relationship and is the intern at this hotel on the edge of the Great Lakes. And to her surprise, she's given entire control of the hotel while the rest of the staff flee for one particular weekend, because that's when the convention happens. And she swiftly discovers that she is the only human at a convention of cryptids and other mythological beasts, strange creatures that have supposedly a real existence in the world. We haven't made anything up. We have taken everything from real, in inverted commas, accounts. And from the Kraken to the Loch Ness Monster to the Mongolian Death Worm to Japanese yokai to the Slender Man, all sorts of these strange creatures are having their yearly fun meeting with panels and a dance and a buffet. And then she's called from her bed in the middle of the night by Bob, the Beast of Bodmin Moor, who's a talking cat who tells her there's been a murder and that the Loch Ness Monster has been found dead. And one of them did it, and they don't trust each other enough to solve it, so it's up to Lindsay. As they say, you may not believe in us, but we believe in you. I think Who Killed Nessie came about because we were having a chat about what the most ridiculous possible comic could be. And but do you remember what the origin was?
We had both decided that we'd like to work together on something. And we had a Zoom call to figure out what that might be. I think I mentioned to you that I had wanted to write something about, because I'd done a book called Isabella and Blodwyn, which had a lot of folklore in it, interwoven in it. And the witch in that book is it's kind of from that world, kind of the Green Man kind of world. And I'd really loved researching those stories and drawing those characters. And so I kind of said I'd really like to do something a little bit like that again, maybe with like some other folklore from different countries, because I don't know much about that, apart from I'd got really into researching yokai, the Japanese kind of folklore / monsters. So then we just started talking about cryptids and monsters and supernatural creatures, and we both got quite animated and excited about all that. And I think, Paul, you said you just had this like vision of
it's the chalk shape of Nessie on the floor. That was it.
Yeah.
For me.
So I guess that's when it became like a whodunnit. And I started drawing and we kept chatting, and then Paul wrote it in a very short amount of time. I was very impressed. It just kind of came out of you.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I've never done a whodunit before. I sort of wanted to do one and see if I could make it fly, and I think I have.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. I say I, but the way that Rachael was involved in the actual narrative, for example, I was following, she'd already drawn the cover with lots of different creatures on. And so I made sure that they were all in the book and identified them all and gave them roles and gave them parts. And all throughout, I did submit full script, but then reacting to these wonderful drawings and all the added dimensions and the acting, the amazing character acting, her fairies. When I wrote them, they were a kind of sarcastic and dangerous bunch. But my goodness, the sequence where the fairies realise they're eating Yeti flavoured crisps, and when the Yetis complain, just go, "Well, I've started them."
I did have a lot of fun with the fairies. good.
Wow.
They had some of the best lines, the fairies.
I love your Minotaur, your Minotaur, who's just is so emotional. You know, you can really read that Minotaur's face.
How do you approach like applying or infusing your stories with any themes or messages? Is that something that you do intentionally before you start, or is that something that you allow to come out as you're making?
I feel like it's more kind of natural. But I don't know, Paul, what do you think?
Well, I mean, some of it you realise after the fact, don't you? That you kind of realise after a while that a certain amount of your work is about the same thing. And but I mean, with Nessie, it was more like they're talking about the unknown and creatures that people regard as their reality status is uncertain. And so, and here they are, all absolutely large as life and real. And so it made sense to have a hero who has some relationship with rationality or irrationality. And in this case, she had a boyfriend who always accused her of not having poetry in her soul, of being too down to earth and too rational and not accepting all the wild possibilities. But that thing that he accused her of, that she thinks of is as a fault, turns out to be what is her unique selling point, is what saves her, what makes her a detective. And honestly, that's the oldest trick in the book. That's the and that's the first time I've ever actually thought of it in those terms. But that was somewhere up there. The oldest trick in the book.
Well, let me just get my publicising head on right now and read this thing. We're launching it on the 20th of September at Waterstones in London. Waterstones Piccadilly in London. 20th of September at 1 p.m. and we'll be signing and chatting. And it's free to attend. Come to that. We've also got a party at Gosh on the 10th of October, which we're having alongside 2 other Avery Hill publishing books. Not sure of the actual time of that, but they're always free to attend and always lots of fun. Come to those. And we will have them at Thought Bubble.
Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also check out our universe of manga and characters at mayamada.com. We'll see you soon.